Hi all, this is Sia Nas and welcome to episode 64 of the Diary of Sia Nas. So if you're watching this on YouTube, you can see that there's a very 80s sort of look going on, mainly because I got the James Charles mini eye palette and I tried the look that he's got on the packet, which is similar to this. Mine came out a bit more 80s. I had pink lipstick on, but I thought it looked too 80s. I'm like, not doing that. So I just took the pink lipstick off and just put natural lipstick on and buffied up the hair. And I'm trying a green screen today because I wanted a sparkly silver background. I don't know why. I just wanted sparkly silver and I don't have that backdrop. So I apologize if the background doesn't look the best, but I'm trying. So let's start the week. I'm not going to talk about Corona. I think we're just all over it. It's scary as hell and I'm not talking about it today. We've all seen the news, we've all heard everything, we all know what to do, wash your hands, stay inside, don't go out if you don't have to, self-quarantine, self-distance, all that. That's all I'm saying. So let's start the week. So the week started on the 23rd of March and on Monday, as I always do, I edited the podcast and I uploaded it to Anchor, which is the service I use to upload my podcast. As I'm looking down, I'm looking at my purple fluffy llama diary. So let me just read what it says here. Reading 7 minutes. Oh yeah, on my iPad I've got a goal to read 7 minutes a day, and I know that sounds really small, but some days I'm just too tired and I want to keep reading, and I found that by reading just 7 minutes a day, I started with 5 and I thought I'll bump it up. Just with 7 minutes a day I've managed to read 3 books already. So the book that I'm reading at the moment is called Never Eat Alone by Keith Ferrazzi. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm sorry if it isn't. And it's all about networking. And it's come as perfect timing because, as I was saying last week, I contacted this billionaire through LinkedIn. And last time I contacted him, I was Uber driving a few years ago. He called me. I left my number. And this time and that was a few years ago, and there wasn't anything much that he could do. Like he suggested working on an app to make money, because that's what I was asking him for. I can't believe the things that I do sometimes, and it's just not me, so I just left it. And now that I've got my invention, I contacted him again, but I haven't heard back, and I have a feeling I'm not going to. So what I'm going to try and do is contact him just one more time and maybe just simplify what I'm asking. And the good thing about this book, Never Eat Alone, Never Eat Alone, it's about networking, but doing it. I'm sorry, but the video is cutting out a lot, so you're going to have to bear with me. I don't know why. So the book Never Eat Alone is talking about networking, but in a more personable way, and asking more what you can do for them than what they can do for you. But I don't know what I can do for him. So, and it's just saying leave a bite-sized comment. And the main thing that I'm asking him for is just to mentor me and just sort of help me through. But the problem is he's in tech and this is makeup, and I'm thinking maybe I should try and contact someone else. But he was so nice to me the first time, I thought I'd just go back to him, but I don't know, maybe he's busy. I hope he didn't see the last message that I sent him. I deleted it because I can't message him if he hasn't responded. So I deleted the message that I sent him. I'm going to try and get and just do like a bite size and not have any attachments and see how that goes. And then if he doesn't contact me, I'm not going to bother him again. I'm just going to figure out something else and move on. So this is a really good book, Never Eat Alone by Keith Ferrazzi. So definitely check that out. I'm still reading it now. So on Monday I also had Dad also had an eye appointment. to check his eyesight for his driver's license. He's getting up there in the years. On Monday, also got up early to go and get toilet paper. This is how crazy things are getting. If you go later in the day, don't tend to find anything. But in the morning, I went with Dad and he got a packet and I got a pack, and we paid separately just so that nobody would say anything. But we've been good since then, and I've noticed that if I go early, I'll find. So I'm trying not to panic, and we're not hoarding, so don't worry about that. I also contacted the designers regarding my project, and last week, like I was saying, I feel like they've been blowing me off. Like I've been contacting them, and they've been saying, oh yeah, we'll contact you later, and I thought they didn't want to work with me, but they actually do want to work with me, and they've contacted me later in the week, so I'll let you know about that. But what happened was, because he was blowing me off on Monday, I thought they don't want to work with me, and I contacted somebody else, and then they were having issues as well. So the timing is not good. I think I just got to learn to be patient, like my sister said, patience. So that's it's different times at the moment. I also started editing the video for my podcast, and working on that. And on Tuesday, Dad decided he was going to mow the lawn, but what he did was he put the oil where the petrol's supposed to go, and of course the lawnmower died. And then I found a place at High Point that fixes them, like near High Point Shopping Centre, so I took it on Monday for them to repair. And then that was actually quite a big drama with Dad doing that. And then we had to turn the lawnmower over and pour out everything in there, and then I cleaned it. I put a rag in there. I cleaned where the oil goes, and then tried to put it again, and it was working for a little bit, but then it just died. Like all this smoke came out, and then it just died, and we just knew that it was done, so had to get it fixed. And then I went to High Point, and I got another bubble cup, my favourite, and but there was no one there, and I haven't been back to High Point since. And I feel sorry for the shops, but I'm really dying for another bubble cup as well, so I don't know. And I was editing the video for the podcast on Tuesday, and then on Wednesday I uploaded the podcast to YouTube, and I actually did it on Wednesday because I was a bit behind with all the dramas of the lawnmower and everything. That took up quite a bit of the day on Tuesday. On top of the other things that I have to do, around the house, looking after my parents, got to have to look after the house, and there's chores to be done on Tuesday, so I don't get to do all that much during the day. And then on Wednesday, I uploaded the podcast to YouTube, as I said, and I promoted the podcast. On Wednesday, I also contacted some patent attorneys in regards to my invention, and had a good chat with them. And the guy was really, really knowledgeable. I just on Wednesday I emailed them. They got back to me the next day. Yep, it's too much going on now. So on Thursday, Thursday's a busy day. I've got points from 1 to 6. So on Thursday, I did the beat video for Moving On, which is the beat of the week. And I used some Snapchat filters, and they were really cute. So they really... I've used like 6 or 7 different Snapchat pictures that I took with a filter, and I've got like this pink coat on and the gold background that I had last week. So hope you guys will enjoy that. I got up early again on Thursday so that I could do the grocery shopping, because I found last week, I go grocery shopping every Thursday. Last week there was next to nothing on the shelves, but this week I went early and I found everything that I needed. And 3, I picked up the lawnmower, so they fixed it. That was nice. They did it pretty quick in a few days. I got the James Charles palette, which is here. James Charles. The palette. And let me show you. That's the palette there. Yeah. And this is the eye makeup that I was trying to do, was this one. Does it look similar? Sort of similar. Like I've got the, sorry, can't get it straight. I've got the orange and I've got the pink down and the blue. But his sort of goes up more like a cat. Mine goes out a bit wider. So sort of similar. The yellow and the orange and the pink and the blue and the white in the middle. So that's what I was doing today. And then I put the pink lipstick. So this is the pink lipstick that I got last week from Kim Kardashian. Gorgeous pink, but I just felt like I looked too much like I was in the 80s. So this one is pink 2. Pink 2. Oh, there you go, you can see it. And that's the lipstick pencil, pink 2. There you go. And what I also got from Sephora is this gorgeous highlighter from Fenty. And I've got it all over my cheeks, which is why it's shining a lot. But if you look at it, it's just beautiful. It's, can you sort of see it? It's just this lovely glittery glow. I absolutely love it. It's lovely and soft to touch. And I also got, it's called How Many Carats? Diamond Bomb How Many Carats? And I also got this with a lip gloss. And this lip gloss is called Fussy. And I had this on with a pink lipstick, but I took it off because it looked too 80s. So that's the makeup of the week. 4, so 5, I dealt with a patent attorney. So I dealt with a patent attorney. He called me and he had a really, really good chat and just spoke about registering my design so nobody can steal it. At the moment, I can only afford to do it for Australia, but I'd love to do it for the US as well because I think that'll be my biggest market. But it's going to be $3,500 just to register the design. But I think it's money well worth it. But when am I going to get the money? So just got to figure that out. And then the people that I've been waiting for to get back to me, to the prototype designers, got back to me, and I thought that's like they made me wait 2 weeks, and that's a really long time to make somebody wait. And I thought they had given up on me, but he emailed me and said, you know, we can do this and this for you, and this is how much it's going to cost. And he also had details of patent attorneys they use, and I said, you know, nice to hear from you. Thanks, you know, good to hear from you, but, you know, I couldn't wait, and I found another patent attorney, but I might actually contact one of the attorneys he's got on that he recommended because they're just working from home but in a very wealthy area, and he said to me that it might be cheaper because I don't have overheads like the big companies do, the big law firms do. So even though I did tell him I'm using someone else, I might speak to them on Monday and see what they say. 6, so that's the 6 points on Thursday. And then on Friday I promoted Heat, which was the beat of the week last week, and I uploaded my beats to SoundCloud. I thought that was a good idea. It's just another area that people can hear my beats, and I put up my pictures with my Snapchat filters, which I'm really enjoying doing. I think they're really fun. So I put all the beats up there, and that's at Sia Nas Beats on SoundCloud. And then I did some more work on the prototype stuff with the attorneys. Like, they've sent me all this paperwork, and the paperwork from the designers, like I have to sign a contract saying that I agreed to the terms for both of them, and there's a lot of paperwork to go through, so I still haven't looked at it. I've printed everything off, but I have to look at it. And then on Saturday and Sunday, I did a bit of beat making. So on Saturday, I started a new beat called Going Deeper, and it's an EDM type of beat. And I use Battery 4, which is this plugin from Native Instruments. And there's a producer that I follow called Ill Mind, and he was talking about how he uses Battery 4. I think he says Battery 4. And it's amazing. And for some reason, I just managed to make a beat first time using this plugin, and it all just sort of fell into place. And I was just messing around. I wasn't even really thinking much about it. And it just fell into place, nice and easy. And I was watching or listening to something. No, I must have been watching it on YouTube, and they were saying that streaming is down, but maybe consider like music streaming, but consider because people are working out or they're watching TV to keep up with what's happening at the moment, but people are working out. So I'm thinking maybe I should do some more upbeat beats because people are working out and they want something to work out to. So that's what I've been thinking, but that one just sort of fell into place first, and then I heard about this about streaming, about making like beats, upbeat beats for people to work out to. On Saturday, I also did some step aerobics, just something to make me feel good because, you know, when you work out, you feel better. So I did that on Saturday as well. And then on Sunday, it's like midnight Sunday, I started and finished a beat called Danger Zone. And it's called Danger Zone, obviously, because one of the samples in the beat is called Danger Zone. And I bought some more sample packs from Prime Loops, and well, they're really reducing these samples. It's some of them were like $1.20, and before they're like $13.50, and I just got the cheapest ones that I could afford, and they're just some of them Japanese trap, which I'm really getting into. I really like a different sort of sound. And I got 4 packs of those, well, different ones. I also used a pack from Decap, who is a producer as well, and he makes the sample packs called Drums That Knock, and everyone's using that term now, but his drums really do knock. They're absolutely awesome. And what he put up on Twitter earlier in the week, I think it was a free sample pack of drum kits that you can use, and I downloaded it and I made a beat with it. And the beat is called Juicy. I want to fix it up a bit more, and then I want to tweet him and let him have a listen to it. I think it's pretty cool. So, again, it's called Juicy because one of the samples in the packs he gave out was called Juicy. And I've also got 2 of his packs anyway. What are the packs called again? Drums That Knock Volume 1 and 2. I think it's like he's up to 6, but the drums are really awesome. They really hit hard. And on Sunday, which is today again, I read the paper, which I do every Sunday. And I did step aerobics again to go with this 80s look. And I had a nap after that. And then I just set up for today and tried to go for this James Charles look. Sorry about sitting on the side. Again, it's because my desk is just too heavy to turn around and I'm too lazy, so this is as close as I can get to the middle, depending, considering how close I am to the desk because it's on the side and the green screen as well. Oh, I should take this down. So that's my speaker is over there. So I was also thinking to maybe do a video on how to set up a podcast because I've been speaking to some friends and they were looking into doing one. So I don't want to do it with this eye makeup. So maybe next week I can put some normal eye makeup on and show people how I set up my desk. I'm going to have to clear it up because it's quite messy. and just show people how to set up a podcast and what I use and how I do it. So it's nice that the webcam is behaving, hasn't cut out again. So that's it. That's the week. Hopefully we'll start getting some good news soon. My heart really goes out to Italy and Spain and France and Iran, especially Italy, my God. So share this podcast with someone you think would like to hear it or see it. And the beat of the week is Moving On, which is my anime beat. It's fun, it's playful, and I hope you enjoy the beat video, because just different pictures of me looking like a female pimp. So I hope you enjoy it. Take care, look after yourselves. There's heaps of services out there available. Lifeline is there, your GP if you need someone to talk to. And the government's got this telehealth going. Look into that, use that. There's more services coming. There's a lot of money being put into mental health. Keep in touch with people. Call friends. Even tweeting is nice, and Facebook, and any way you can keep in contact with people, definitely do that. Look after yourselves, look after your family, and do everything that we've been told. Wash your hands, sneeze into the crook of your arm, self-distance, and stay home, and take care, and we will get through this. Don't stress. Thanks for listening. Check out Moving On, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.